PGA Sports, in conjunction with the R&A, present golf's oldest major and the final major championship of the year. Today, from the seaside town of Hoylake, we present live second round coverage of the Open Championship at Royal Liverpool. Well, if we see more of what we witnessed yesterday, we're in for a heck of a battle these next 3 days as we show you the current leaderboard here on this Friday. Our leader on this Friday is our featured golfer. He's got a sizable advantage here as he looks to increase it further. We'll head out to the action at the par 3 13. That was obviously well struck, but it came in a little too hot, and that one's going to run out and leave him a much longer birdie putt than he would have hoped for. Well, Iona's had a good look. Now this for birdie.
Well, for a long putt like this, there's really not a whole lot to it. I think you'll fancy his chances at this one.
What a roll that was. A long one in for birdie. And he's just continuing to pour it on here on this Friday. The 14th is a dogleg left, par 4 at 454 yards. Ideally, your drive should stay as close to the dogleg as possible, but middle of the fairway is just fine if it can avoid any of the 4-pot bunkers in the landing zone. The green, thankfully, is bunker-free, but it does fall off somewhat sharply to the right.
Oh, talk about a friendly kick. I never got those. It could have stayed in the rock for the same price.
Second shot coming up. Let's bring in Iona Stephen.
139 the number to the flagstick today, and that pin, well, it's back left today.
That is going to be tough in there. That is into the heavy stuff. And that will be quite a challenge from there to get away with his par.
If he can make this, I'd just take it and run to the next hole.
Got it there, but not quite on target. Safely in, and it's a bogey here at 14. Unfortunately, with a big lead already, very little damage done. The 15th is the longest hole on the course, checking it at a full 620 yards. The fairway is fairly generous by Royal Liverpool standards, though it does feature bunkers left and right. The issues tend to develop on the second shot, where you'll need to commit one way or the other to going for it or laying up. be some frustrations taken out there after that last hole. That was a big swing, and it is going to be a big result.
Normally they stick a tee in one end and a flag in the other. You're advanced the way. But that second shot on this par 5, that completely took the green out of play. Airmailed. That is a big mistake.
Now this for another birdie. Yes, never in doubt. It's a birdie here at 15. And he continues to just build up a massive lead for the weekend. The final 3-hole stretch begins with the par 4 16th at 461 yards. Most players should be able to move their tee shots beyond the 3 fairway bunkers, but more await up toward the green, 5 of them in total. Ooh, some big drives today. That might be the biggest of the bunch. Noticeable breeze coming right to left as he eyes his second.
Now that's an excellent shot. Inside that 10-feet circle, a little long, a little left, but still good.
See if he can get this one to drop here at the 16th for a birdie. A good opportunity lost there. Okay, that'll be a par here at 16, and he'll remain well in control of this tournament. On now to the most talked about hole at the 2023 Open, the par 3 17th, known as Little I. This hole was completely revamped in the lead up to the Open, as the architects hope to create something similar to another 17th, that of TPC Sawgrass. The best play here, center of the green, every time. Okay, not taking any chances there. A good, safe play in the middle portion of the green. Iona, this a birdie putt.
Well, they often say it's the toughest putt in golf. There's not a lot to it. I think you can take dead aim.
The pace, absolutely perfect there. Down the slope, it's in for a birdie. And he'll move to 11 under par. This is a big-time test. The closing hole here at Royal Liverpool, a demanding par 5 at 609 yards. 2 deep bunkers need to be avoided off the tee. Then the fun begins. A second shot needs to navigate a tough dogleg to the right before it emerges in front of gathered masses surrounding a green with no fewer than 5 deep pot bunkers in play. No fairway here, this one in that rough.
That second shot took some force on this par 5 just to get it into the greenside bunker. Now well positioned, especially with a little savvy bunker shot.
Okay, a good out, and that's what will remain for birdie. Chance now for another birdie. Oh, goodness, that is too bad. That would have been a good birdie, but not to be. So a bit of a letdown here at 18, but it is a par, and that is going to be a superb second round score of 63. Wow. Well, it's a tournament full of storylines, but our featured golfer here on top of that famous yellow leaderboard after 36. EA Sports, in conjunction with the R&A, present the final major championship of the year. Today from Merseyside in England and Royal Liverpool Golf Club, it's live third round coverage of the Open Championship. Rich Lerner here in our tower overlooking the 18th green. Frank Novelo is by my side. Out on the course, we've got Nota Begay III and Iona Stephen as we check the Saturday leaderboard. Our leader is indeed our featured golfer. It has been a textbook performance to this point. So let's get out to the course as we pick up the action starting at the par 4 11th.
That had to be in the rough the whole way. One more bounce back on the fairway.
So can he capitalize on the break here? His second from the short grass. Maybe not what you're hoping for from that number, but no damage. It's on the green. We turn to Nota Begay the third for this look at birdie.
And this is a putt you should make 7 out of 10 times. Looks to be dead straight, nothing to push it offline.
Oh, yeah, that one on line all the way. It's in for a birdie. And he's going to get it to 1 under for his round and 12 under for the tournament. The 12th at 449 yards is a dog-leg left par 4. Those that try to chew off too much of that dog-leg could find themselves in trouble if they're unable to carry the course. The approach will be to an elevated green that slopes fairly severely from back to front.
Too strong for this hole, eh? Ran out of fairway and into the rough. Big hit, though.
It is in the rough, but it appears to be a pretty good lie. Should have a go at this. His second now at the 12th. Okay, not particularly close, but a chance for the putter to do its thing. A long one coming up here for birdie. Nicely done. 2 straight birdies here early on this backside. And he gets it to minus 13 for the tournament. 2 under for the day. The 13th is a par 3 at 194 yards. It yields another panoramic look at Kilbree Island and the estuary beyond. But this could be a tricky little hole. Tee shots that land in that front right pot bunker rarely lead to a par. Didn't check, Frank.
Yeah, just not enough spin on that. Really, I mean, that almost like took that first bounce and just ricocheted forward.
Looking back up from behind the green, a second to this par 3. This is a 16-footer. That is well read. A terrific putt there to save par. And he's going to maintain that substantial lead. Now to, statistically, the toughest hole at the 151st Open. That being the 454-yard 14th. This dogleg left features a bunker on the inside quarter left as well as 2 more to the right. As we saw with just about all the fairway bunkers here at Royal Liverpool, anything that winds up in one of these off the tee means you have little or no shot to get on in two. That came out funny, and it started way left. And now, problems there for our leader. That ball into the very thick stuff here off the tee. That was a good effort. Not a perfect outcome, but Frank, hard to fault the player here because it had to take a full swing at that.
Yeah, actually hit it too good.
No issues there. It is a par here at 14. And that's going to keep this large lead right where it is. The 15th is the longest hole on the course, checking it at a full 620 yards. The fairway is fairly generous by Royal Liverpool standards, though it does feature bunkers left and right. The issues tend to develop on the second shot, where you'll need to commit one way or the other to going for it or laying up. Oh, that was a beautiful golf swing right there. Everything working in harmony. Had a great result in the fairway. Now, from better than 300 yards out, a second to the par 5. Oh, that's not going to be good. Okay, sensible play right there, and that one on deck. A look at birdie here at 15.
Well, and he's had great conversion on putts like this. Even when he's not close to the hole, he's left himself with very makeable opportunities.
Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And he's got it to 14 under par. So who knows what the winds will bring on Sunday, but our future golfer is going to try and sleep on a 54-hole lead tonight in the Open Championship.
Rich, you and I have seen that little claret jug. It's not that big, isn't it? But I'll tell you, it looms large in front of you, that's for sure. And plus, it's got, what is it, 150, 160 years of history on top of that. I mean, what an opportunity.
So, for Frank Nobilo, Nota Begay III, and Iona Stephen, I'm Rich Lerner. We'll see you next time on EA Sports PGA Tour Golf.
time, for us mere mortals, it marches on. Here on this ancient course, it stands still. If these fairways and greens could talk, oh, what stories they'd tell. Tales of heartbreak and anguish, desperation and despair, and also triumph and destiny. Today, the world's best will take their shot, battling to be known as the champion golfer of the year. This is the final round of the Open Championship.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour so proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today from Royal Liverpool Golf Club in Merseyside, we present final round coverage of the Open Championship. Well, we have already seen 3 scintillating, sometimes spectacular rounds of golf. By the time twilight comes calling later today, we will have a champion as we check the Sunday leaderboard. So let's get you out to the action on the turn as we head to the tee at the par 4 10th. A little too much roll on the back end there, and this is going to wind up diving into the heavy stuff. More troubles there. This is a 13-footer. Pretty good read there. Definitely good speed, and that just skips a foot or so by. Okay, that one in for a bogey here at 10. But fortunately, this one still well in hand. The 11th runs along the beach to the left, and this is a tough driving hole, a par 4 at 392 yards. The short length will likely entice most to air it out, but the more prudent play might be a 3.
Time, for us mere mortals, it marches on. Here on this ancient course, it stands still. If these fairways and greens could talk, oh, what stories they'd tell. Tales of heartbreak and anguish, desperation and despair, and also triumph and destiny. Today, the world's best will take their shot, battling to be known as the champion golfer of the year. This is the final round of the Open Championship.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour so proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today from Royal Liverpool Golf Club in Merseyside, we present final round coverage of the Open Championship. What a week and weekend this has been so far. Everything you want in a golf tournament. By nightfall, we will have our winner as you take a look at the current leaderboard on this Sunday afternoon. So let's get out to the course as we pick up the action starting at the par 4 11. That ball went straight down into the heavy rough. He'll have to conjure something from this lie because that is not very good. See if he can knock it on in two. Okay, that's acceptable there. 13 feet away. Good job to deaden it right by the hole, but he could not get it to go in. So that brushed in for par here at 11. And the lead will remain 6 here in the late going. The 12th at 449 yards is a dog-leg left par 4. Those that try to chew off too much of that dog-leg could find themselves in trouble if they're unable to carry the course. The approach will be to an elevated green that slopes fairly severely from back to front.
Oh, he gets a little lucky there and even bounces back into the fairway.
Second shot, good look at the green.
That's a good shot, and more importantly, too, a green in regulation, so birdie chance.
Let's bring in Nota Begay the third for a look at birdie.
And he's had trouble all round long reading these greens, and this is another putt with a pretty good curve to it.
Nope.
Need a little bit more pace and a little more borrow.
That one safely in. It's a par here at 12. And he's going to remain at 10 under. The 13th is a par 3 of 194 yards. It yields another panoramic look at Hilbury Island and the estuary beyond. But this could be a tricky little hole. Tee shots that land in that front right pot bunker rarely lead to a par. Ooh. Gonna need to chop this one out. A second to the par 3.
Yeah, it is a game of touch. It is evidence right there when your touch is out. What a difference it makes. That ball went a long way past.
This is a 28-footer. Ooh, good speed there. That'll leave just a couple of feet. Okay, that one finished off. It is a bogey here at unlucky number 13. But fortunately, this one still well in hand. The 14th is a dogleg left, par 4 at 454 yards. Ideally, your drive should stay as close to the dogleg as possible, but middle of the fairway is just fine if it can avoid any of the 4 pot bunkers in the landing zone. The green, thankfully, is bunker-free, but it does fall off somewhat sharply to the right. Ball's back in the fairway. I guess it's better to be lucky than good. Second shot coming up, just 97 yards left to the flagstick.
That's not too bad. Good shot. Inside 20 feet, I would imagine. So a good chance, really outside chance for birdie.
This for birdie now at 14.
And these are the putts he hasn't been able to do much with all day. This doesn't have a whole lot of movement to it, and he could surely use it.
Ooh, that is not going to help a whole lot. Like 17 feet on this putt.
Course, it stands still. If these fairways and greens could talk, oh, what stories they'd tell. Tales of heartbreak and anguish, desperation and despair, and also triumph and destiny. Today, the world's best will take their shot, battling to be known as the champion golfer of the year. This is the final round of the Open Championship.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour so proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today from Royal Liverpool Golf Club in Merseyside, we present final round coverage of the Open Championship. It is the great challenge that all these golfers face, trying to string 4 solid rounds together, trying to best Mother Nature and this course, and trying to beat the entire field as we check the leaderboard. Our leader here on this Sunday is our featured golfer. He's got a commanding 5-shot lead here as he has been spectacular thus far. Time to get out to the action on the course as we pick things up on the tee at the par 4 14th. And continued problems off the tee. That ball going to come to rest in the heavy rough. Pretty shaggy lie here as he'll try to muster up something for his second.
A decision had to be made there. It was perhaps even a layup, but all in all, that's a tremendous shot just to get the ball on the green from there.
Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And the lead is up to a full 6 shots on the rest of the field. The 15th is the longest hole on the course, checking it at a full 620 yards. The fairway is fairly generous by Royal Liverpool standards, though. it does feature bunkers left and right. The issues tend to develop on the second shot, where you'll need to commit one way or the other to going for it or laying up. I'll tell you what, that swing absolutely perfect, and a good result as well. That's it. Two solid shots right there, Frank.
Certainly taking advantage of this par 5 and comfortably on for 2.
So after two good shots to get here, this a long look for a possible eagle. That's a good stroke. Doesn't quite get the reward of the eagle, but a birdie would be a nice consolation, right? Now the putter on point late here in the round. Birdies at 14 and 15. And this is now, if you can believe it, a 7-shot cushion. The final 3-hole stretch begins with the par 4 16th at 461 yards. Most players should be able to move their tee shots beyond the 3 fairway bunkers, but more await up toward the green, 5 of them in total. Gonna work this up that left-hand side.
With that breeze coming off the left, that was an excellent tee shot. Held it up against the breeze.
So after the fortunate kick, here's second to the par 4.
I always looked inside that 15-feet circle. Anything inside that was going to be a good shot. So in my book, that's a good shot.
Here we go. 7-footer for birdie. Nope, that's not on target. And he just hasn't been able to make much happen here. Okay, that'll be a par here at 16. And this lead, look at, oh, so comfortable at this point. It remains at 7. Now to one of the more visually stunning holes on the course, the par 3 17th at 136 yards. This has everything you want in a classic par 3, and a lot that you don't, including steep runoffs, deep bunkers, and a tricky green to putt on. Now from below the green, a second up to this par 3. This is a 9-footer. Yeah, that's a good putt. It is in for par here at 17. And he'll remain well in control of this tournament. Now to the closing hole at Royal Liverpool, the 609-yard par 5 18. This hole confounded some of the best in the world during the 2023 Open, including Ricky Fowler and Justin Thomas. Tee shots need to avoid the internal out of bounds to the right. Many wound up laying up and taking the danger out of play. Those who try to reach this green in 2 can often wind up in one of 3 deep pot bunkers, short and left. Is starting up the right side. Yes, step 1 out of the way. It is in the fairway at 18. One more good approach shot could just about seal it. Ooh, and that is going to wind up missing the target by a good margin, and that will be no bargain in there. A 9-footer now for his birdie. Boy, not on your last putt of the round. That is cruel. Yes, what a final round this was, from being on the outside looking in to a big lead. As we'll watch and wait, but this certainly must feel like this will be a victory. So for Frank Nobilo and all of us here at EA Sports, I'm Rich Lerner, saying so long for now. Now, from one of golf's newest jewels in the Pacific Northwest, EA Sports proudly welcomes you to Bandon Dunes Golf Resort on the central coast of Oregon. Rich Lerner, pleased as always to be joined by Frank Nobilo. And Frank, today we're going old school. This is a one-on-one competition using match play. You've done it around the world, match play over in Europe and at the President's Cup. What does it take to be a good match play golfer, Frank?
Someone that stays in the hole as long as possible. And that's the thing, because if you just hit a bad shot and you almost give up on it, I mean, you're conceding a hole immediately to your opponent. Don't give an inch.